So with Techforce Pro, something you've been able to do for a while now is share all of your customers and your systems and service calls with your employees. You have to go to manage account and you can invite any of the customers, any of your own employees that you want. You can go and add users, and those users now have full access to your customers and systems and service calls. But what if you need to share it with another company? You want to share your subcontracting out an installation, and you want to share customer information, read only maybe, to another company, or you want to give them full access to edit what gets installed and what ends up kind of giving them the ability to make an as-built for you. So now we have the ability to do that, and that's done through what we call partnerships. So you can partner with another member of Techforce Pro. This other member does not need to have a paid account. They can have a free account and still become a subcontractor for you through Techforce Pro. So what you would need to do is first invite them. So we'll log in as, I have another browser here. So this one we're logged in as a company called Generic Parts. So I'm going to go to their manage account and I'm going to click on the partnerships. Now you can't invite a company to become a partner. You can invite people and we find out what company they work for. So I know this guy named Ben Felda here, so I'll invite him. So I enter his email address and I can hit find, and you can see it says that email address is an employee at Phoenix Service. Okay, Phoenix Service is the company I want a partnership here. So I can send an invitation. That sends that user an email. So here it's sent Phoenix Service and email. This is the email address it sent it to, email used. And it sent an invitation email saying that you would with the generic parts company want to create a partnership with Techforce Pro to Phoenix Service. So I can switch over now. This is a machine now that has Phoenix Service logged in. So here I am, B. Felda, as the Phoenix Service company. And I can go to partnerships, and you see now we also have a pending request for the generic parts customer, and I can accept it or decline. So I'm going to accept it, and now you see I have a partnership with generic parts here, and I can delete the partnership. And if I click back over to the browser that was logged in with the generic parts, I can refresh it, and now you see we have under partnerships their Phoenix Service with their icon and everything. I can delete the partnership at any time, and that partnership is then removed along with all the shared customer information that went along with it, or any other service calls created through that share. So right now we have a share between Phoenix Service and generic parts. So I'm going to go back to the user logged in as Phoenix Service. Now generic parts, they don't have any customers, so they're going to be a subcontractor only. So what I can do is go into one of my customers. So I'm in Phoenix Service. They have 3 customers here. We'll go into New Berlin House. And now that I have a customer, I have a partnership, a new tab shows up here called Partners. So I'm in the customer's account for New Berlin House, and I can click Partners, and there's my partner, Generic Parts, and I can click Share. And here I can give them either read-only access, or I can give them full access. Read-only access means they can view the floor plans, view the diagrams tied to the floor plans, create service calls on this customer with their own employees. Full access means they can edit the diagrams, edit the floor plans, change things around. So we'll start with just read-only access. And there, generic parts now has read-only access. So we'll go back to generic parts now, and I'll click on my customers. And now that you see we're on my customers, we have a drop down with my customers as the default. So right now generic parts doesn't have any customers, but I can now switch to Phoenix Service. And there you see is the New Berlin House. This is the one that we just shared. So now I can go in and notice that I have the full part list. However, the only options I have are add job and export the customer PDF. Along the top you can see it says shared, read access only. We have all the floor plans here. I can go into the second floor, and here you see I also only have the save image, save plan PDF. If I go into one of these systems, you see I have export as picture, export as PDF, or I can make a duplicate. So as generic parts employee, I can actually create a new system based on this one that the Phoenix service actually created in the first place. Now I can also go back here and I can create a service call if I want. So I can create a service call. I can go in and modify what systems do I want in a service call. So I can say this system needs install. And there's a service call for it. So now I can assign it to myself. I can assign it to that user. I can modify the job details, but now this user, bfeldagen, has a service call for Phoenix Service. So Phoenix Service didn't have to schedule it. I, as the manager of bfeldagen generic parts, was able to schedule that service call. So that is the basics of sharing customers between partners. First, you have to create a partnership with another company. They have to accept that partnership, and once that partnership is there, that company can then share their customers with you at the level they want.